guys, welcome back. I'm live. I have not gone live in forever, so we'll see who comes in here. But I wanted to do my Q&A video because a few weeks ago I did put a Q&A poll on my stories asking you guys what you were curious about and what answers that you needed. So I'm going to go through those questions here, and then if anyone comes in and asks me some more questions, I will answer those. Okay? So I really hope, especially like my loyal, my OG followers, I hope they come in here. I miss you guys so much. Usually I don't go live, I just film the video and then upload it, but I'm going to start going live more, so I'm excited. But anyway, one person asked me how I got into witchcraft and how I got into my spiritual practice, and the short answer is when my daddy passed away. Basically what happened was it started out with a few crystals I got on Amazon because I was looking for help with my grief. And to be honest with you, I had been going to therapy and it wasn't really working for me. I had tried multiple therapists and I just was not really getting anywhere. So I wanted to do a more holistic approach and kind of work on healing my spirit as well from the loss. And I ordered some crystals, and then it started with tarot cards, and then from there I started doing the readings for myself and realized I could see, hear, feel, connect with my dad after he passed away. And I awakened, and now I'm here. Now I'm a whole priestess almost 5 years later. It's crazy. But yeah, I can honestly say that I turned his can I say death? Is that censored on Instagram? Oh well. I can honestly say I turned his death into a blessing for me and for my lineage, for my bloodline. And he's very proud of that. And I'm happy that I could do that for him and for me. Because that's important, you know. Hey Randy, you're literally the only one in here, dude. And I was gonna answer your question about the moon. So, remind me of your question again. It was something like the moon and the sun, or what's more powerful, or something like that. But yeah, I have not gone live in forever. And so like my loyal followers stopped checking for me, and I'm waiting on them to come in. So, yeah. But yeah, just type your question if you can. And I was just talking about how, like, I got on this whole path from my daddy's death and stuff like that, so. Yep. Hopefully it's not lagging or anything. Did you hear me, though, about to send your question again? I think it was about what's more powerful or what to work with more, the sun or the moon. In my opinion, I'm a full-blown witch, so I connect with the moon more. I follow the phases of the moon, the cycles of the moon, and I use the sun for different things. I treat the sun like a battery, if that makes sense. I charge certain things underneath the sun and certain things underneath the moon. It just depends how I'm feeling. But to me, the sun is more masculine and the moon is more feminine. So it really depends on what you're trying to manifest and what you're trying to do. But you can work with either the sun or the moon. It doesn't really matter. When I want to add a lot of divine feminine power, I will put something underneath the moon. And when I want a little bit more of a masculine edge, I will put it underneath the sun. And luckily, at least in the south, like, we've had a lot of sunshine lately. So, and in Palo, we call the sun Intangle. So we've been working a lot with Intangle and using it like a battery. I mean, you can use the moon like a battery too. But I hear a lot of people talk about, like, making moon water, and nobody's really making sun water. I find that very interesting that people put so much emphasis on the moon when the sun is out just as much. Like, and we need both, obviously. Like, without the sun, literally no plants would be here, and we would all die. So, the moon, of course, rules the ocean, so you can do a lot of workings with water and the moon, because the moon influences water and how it moves. So if you're trying to, like, move around a certain situation, I definitely would, like, place a spiritual bath underneath the moon so it can manipulate that energy and all of that. Like, for Randy, I know I put your baths underneath the moon before I sent them to you to charge them up. And it was a full moon when I did that, so that was really good. But, yeah. I came out with some waste beads that are solar energy, that are sun energy with citrine, because the sun is very important for your solar plexus chakra, to recharge it and cleanse it and things like that. I personally like putting my crystals out underneath the sun if they are sun safe. I believe there are some crystals that are not safe to put underneath the sun, but like this one, I think this is aquamarine. I like charging that underneath the sun, and then citrine, my citrine bracelet that I just made. I love charging this underneath the sun because it really does give it a boost. I guess I'll show you guys my jewelry. What jewelry I'm wearing today. The guys probably don't care, but oh well. I showed you my aquamarine, my citrine. This one is rose quartz. And I'm wearing all these on my right hand because I want to give love to the world. And your right hand is your giving hand. Your left is your receiving. So, yep. And then I have, if I can get it off, good lord. My jade bangle. This is 100% jade. I love jade. It's one of my favorite crystals. This is for good luck and abundance because I want to spread abundance into the world. And then we have my St. Michael bracelet. This one is just a bunch of different white and clear crystals that I like for clarity. And then I have my Santa Muerte bracelet that I wear for her. And then I have yellow jade. And yellow jade is very good for luck. So I have 2 things of jade on me right now. And then this is jade as well. But I charge all my jewelry underneath the sun and the moon. I always put them in a little baggie, just so that if it like starts raining or something, they don't get messed up. So the bag, or you can put it in a jar, it's going to protect it from the elements. But it still gives the sunshine or the moon. So, oh my god, y'all, there is a spirit in here because my nose is tickling really, really bad right now and I can't itch it. I mean, I can, but it's going to look weird. Anyway, Randy, if you're still in here, you can type in the comments if you have any questions, because you're literally the only one in here. I'm pretty sure. I wish I had more people, but it's fine. I have like almost 1,500 followers. I'm like, where is everyone at? Here. I don't know, you might be driving or something, so. But yeah, I miss you guys. I miss going on live. I miss answering questions. We used to have so much fun back in the day, especially my crazy ass at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Yep. I remember this one time I was smoking like clove cigarettes. This was back when I smoked cigarettes. But I got some clove cigarettes. And one of my followers picked up on it because I guess I was smoking on camera. And she's like, is that a clove cigarette? I'm like, hell yeah, girl. How do you know what a clove cigarette is? Yeah, there's a spirit in here because my nose is like itching or tickling very bad. Yep, I don't smoke anymore though. I quit that shit. Because it was making my thoughts very intrusive. And in my opinion, when you smoke, it's kind of like opening up a portal because there's a lot of spirits that wander throughout the air. And the air represents your thoughts. So to me, it was kind of like using the air element to my detriment, if that makes sense. That's just my belief system. Just like alcohol. You know, alcohol also kind of makes you more susceptible to spirits and things like that. But, I still have a drink every now and then. Just... Oh, you did ask a question. Okay, figured out the question thing. Comments are off. LMAO. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I think there's a setting for that. I don't know why the comments are off. That's weird. Oh, there's a little Q&A button. That's so cool. I have not been... Like, Instagram changes so much. I have not... been on here in forever. But yeah, will it let you send another question? Or no? Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I don't smoke anymore. I barely drink. All that kind of stuff, especially weed, all that kind of stuff opens you up to different energies. My original question was, what's more powerful, spiritually, the moon or the sun? But I think you already answered that. Okay, yeah. I mean, they're equally as powerful. It just depends on what your intention is, whether it's more masculine or more feminine. But the masculine can use the moon too. I know a lot of men that work with the moon, and it works wonders for them, so, it just depends. But, like, you have those amulets and bracelets and stuff that I made for you. You can always charge those underneath the sun or the moon or both. Just make sure to put them in a little baggie or a little jar or something, just so that the elements and the rain and stuff doesn't get to them. And little bugs. Like here, we have so many damn raccoons that, like, I'm afraid that a raccoon will take my stuff if I leave it out there for too long. Like, I remember this one time I had put, it was a honey jar for a client, and I had put it outside, and I had to redo the damn honey jar because a raccoon had gotten into it. And I felt bad because, like, that was not a good situation because that honey jar did have a lot of, like, oils and essential oils and stuff in it. So I'm like, that poor little raccoon might not be okay, or a possum or whatever it was. It was something because that jar, the lid to it was screwed on tight. So it had something with thumbs that could unscrew the lid. And so I had to end up redoing the jar because it was strode all over the yard. It was terrible. But I had put it out there to charge underneath the moon and woke up the next morning and it was in disarray. So, yeah. Did you have any other questions though? Or any comments or anything? Because literally you're the only one in here, bro. Thanks for being here, by the way. I appreciate it a lot. You're one of my loyal, my OGs. So, it's nice. Okay. I wish I had more followers. Like, not even from, like, a greedy standpoint. I just want people to talk to throughout the day. But I mean, I haven't been alive in a while. Because I just get kind of, like, nervous and anxious and stuff. Especially when people come in here that I don't know. I'm like, are you a spy? Who sent you? Type thing. And I don't like being in that energy. It's just I'm a Capricorn moon. So, yeah, I'm kind of suspicious of people. Okay, you said a question. Okay, I'll keep it going if you want. Yeah, sure. You're the only one in here. Steps to keep bad spirits off you after cleansing. Honestly, the thing about negative energy is it's always going to be a battle. Some people deal with bad spirits more than others just because of their path, and some people are more of an empath than others, but cleansing is going to be your best friend. And I think I told you about this before, but an easy everyday spiritual bath that you can do is cascadilla, which is and I'll DM you this stuff when I get off here, but cascadilla, which is eggshell powder, you can get it on Amazon, and then Colonia 1800, which is a spiritual cologne. And you get a big bowl, like a mixing bowl, and I keep one in my bathroom, and I keep the Colonia 1800 and the Cascadilla in a cabinet in my bathroom. So all I have to do is shower as normal and make this mixture of the Cascadilla, Colonia 1800, and water, mix it up with my hands, pray over it. Sometimes I do add my uncrossing oil, which is an oil that I use to remove negative energy. I'll put a few drops in there and mix it up, pray over it, pour it on me. So no herbs are needed with that bath. Now, eventually you are going to need the power of herbs because that bath is more of a maintenance bath, but it does work. And it also shields and protects your aura. And it ultimately refreshes your aura. So that's why I like it so much. But you can also make that same mixture and use it as a floor wash or a room spray, open up the windows, that whole thing. But your best bet is to just cleanse yourself regularly and have some type of protection, which you do because, the jewelry and stuff that I've made you. But it can be an ongoing battle sometimes. You just gotta stay on top of your cleansing. But usually, when it comes to a problematic spirit, as long as you cleanse yourself and you cleanse your space, they're gone. They'll move on to somebody else. They'll start targeting somebody else. Like, very rarely do they stick around if you cleanse yourself the right way. And often. But it's nothing to be afraid of. Like, I can't even tell y'all how many times I've dealt with bad spirits. Sometimes they were sent to me by other people. Other times I just picked them up somewhere. But it's nothing to be afraid of. I used to be scared because I didn't understand and I didn't have the knowledge that I have now. But once you have that knowledge and you get comfortable and it becomes part of your routine, it's second nature. And the bad spirits are less likely to attach to you if you are on top of your cleansing game. So you can take that, I call it the aura refreshing bath of the Cascadilla and Colonia 1800. You can take that bath as often as you need. I personally do it almost every day, but then again, I do this for work. So I always have to, be on top of it. Just like a nurse changes her scrubs before every shift and has to get her scrubs sterilized because there's germs on them. Same concept. I have to refresh my aura. And, yeah. So cleansing and protection. Those are the best things that you can do. And cleansing your space, because a lot of times, we'll cleanse ourselves, but there will be a bad spirit in the space. Sometimes if you move into a house and it has a spirit attached to it that used to live there, things like that, those can be a little bit more hard to get rid of. But it is possible. Okay. But yeah, cleansing and protection are your best friends. But I'm gonna get off of here and go make a different video. I love you guys. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.